Happy Thursday. So this vlog is going to be a little bit different. Typically I post a vlog every Thursday for my loyal followers. I'm sorry this time it's not happening that way, but this vlog is not going to be me working. Typically I record myself working like Saturday through Wednesday and post it on Thursday. This weekend I'm going out of town just for a couple days with a friend. We're just going to St. Pete, so a few hours away. But I decided to vlog that instead of me working this week, so it's gonna be a little bit different. This will be posted next week, but I'm about to Uber to his house and then we're driving to St. Pete, so let's go. I did it again. I really thought this weekend was the weekend that I was doing something outside of my apartment. I was gonna vlog it, full on talk the whole time. As you can see, I started it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It seems as if once I get out of my apartment, I just want to live in the moment and not speak into the camera, which is fine, and that's a very normal thing to do, but I have to start doing better. But as you just heard, I went to St. Pete this weekend for the first time with a friend, just for like 2.5 days basically. So I still wanted to do a recap because I took footage, I just didn't do the speaking part. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna take you all through the footage because it was a fun weekend. So basically my friend had vacation time that he needed to use desperately, and he's from St. Pete, so he was like, you've never been, let's go to St. Pete for a couple days. And then he had to go to Orlando after that, so I was like, that's fine. So we went to St. Pete for a couple days. This was on the drive there. As you can see, it's a Florida summer and there's a hurricane every single day. So that was fun, but the drive there was not bad. We listened to a crime podcast for my first time. Let me get that clear. He listens to them, I don't. All of my friends listen to them, I don't. So we listened for the first time and I actually liked it. However, given the fact that I live alone and I'm alone 24/6, I don't want to listen to them because I would be spooked all the time. Anyways, we got to St. Pete. Driving over this bridge was the scariest thing that I've done in a long time. Why? I had to Google this because why is this bridge 450 feet in the air? Tell me that. Tell me why it's that high. There's no reason for it unless you're trying to be cute. It's not cute, it's scary. And apparently if the wind blows too much, they close it. Why is that a thing? I never want to go over that ever again. I hated it. Next time I'm going to lay flat in my seat and not know what's going on. Anyways, we got to St. Pete. I didn't even know where we were staying, but we stayed at the Moxie in downtown St. Pete, which I did not know opened last week. So I think we were the very first ones to stay in our room. The hotel is so cute. I'm familiar with the Moxie because I live right beside the one in South Beach. So it is very cute. And this one, okay, I'm just gonna jump to it. I don't think I did a room tour. I think I just got the bathroom. But I'm just gonna jump to it. They have a podcasting studio. That you can just use. You just reserve it and it's free. And she said someone's already reserved it every Monday to use it. If the one in South Beach had that, I would do a podcast every week. I'm not kidding. That's like the coolest thing I've seen in a hotel. Anyways, it's just opened last week. I'm not sure, I don't want to say this in a negative way, but they opened and the pool bar is not open and the upstairs restaurant is not open and quite a few things downstairs are not open. So I'm like, you maybe should have just waited a little bit to open, but the room was very nice. The staff was so nice. Minus one of the bartenders, he was not that great, but the staff was nice. The coffee bar that's there, I think it's called Rosie's. I thought I had my cup. I think it's called Rosie's. The staff was amazing. I went there a lot, obviously, because I drink a lot of coffee, and the girl it was the same girl every time. She's like, you're back. You want a cold brew with a shot of espresso? And I was like, yeah, it's the same thing. So if you ever go there, it's a new hotel, but it is so nice. I guess this little district that it's in, they're trying to like bring it back, and like everything's brand new there, which was like very cool. So we did that, and then we walked around for a little bit. It's a very cute area. I had no idea. I was a little bit shocked that St. Pete is small. I knew it was smaller, but I thought it was kind of like Tampa, just on the other side, you know? It's not. It's a very small town which I needed. I needed a break from the city, and it was so much fun. So anyways, when we got there Thursday, we went to this bar. I forgot the name of it already, but it's like a big bar, but honestly, on Thursdays, apparently it's not that busy. So they have giant beer pong, cornhole, an arcade. They had a vape machine where you can buy vapes there or whatever. I don't vape, but cool if you do, I guess. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun there. And then we went to dinner at a steakhouse, which caught me off guard because it seems to be in a house. It looks like it's in a home. And I was like, I've never seen a steakhouse inside of a home. Even when you walk through, it looks like you're going to different rooms of a home. However, the food was so good, and I'm pissed because I forgot to get the rest of the food. We got oysters, Rockefeller to start, amazing. And then I got steak, and I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best steaks I've ever had. I just forgot to get a video of it because I was so into it, but it was so good. Service there was a little strange. I got a vodka soda or a vodka water. I'm watching the server listen to me order a vodka water, and this was his reaction. Vodka water with a lime, and I was like, yeah, and he was like, okay. Mean. He was just mean for no reason. And I was like, I didn't like that. This food was amazing, however. And then obviously we had been traveling that day, so it was late. So we just went back to the hotel bar, had drinks there. The bar is packed. Every time you go to the bar, it's packed. I guess that's like a happy hour spot, and like people go there just for drinks anyway. So it's a new bar, everyone was there, it was packed. Very good. And then the next day, I slept in so late back then. So late, in fact, that I made us miss breakfast. And I was very excited about breakfast. But I'm not used to having blackout curtains, and there were blackout curtains, and I woke up and I was like, it's gotta be like 4 a.m. No, it was 11 a.m. So anyways, we went to the beach that day, St. Pete Beach. Again, I was mind blown. It's so small, like not small, but like there's not high rises there. There's not like big buildings. It's like just little buildings everywhere. And I'm like, this is crazy. I thought St. Pete was like a city. It's very nice, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but I thought it was like a city, and it's not. It's a small town. So everything there was so small. And the beach, I don't know what was going on. And my friend thought I was crazy, but I can't get over the fact that there are no waves. I'm sure there are at times, but there were no waves. The water, I'm gonna put in a video, the water was like this. And I'm just like, how? It was beautiful. It was a little bit colder than the water here in Miami, but it was beautiful, no waves, very clear, just chill. The beach was dead. There was only a few people there. I guess it's like people are back in school, but I thought it was a city that people go to for like vacation. I don't know, we were like the only ones there, and I was like, this is wild to me. So we were at the beach for a long time, and I forgot to put on sunscreen. What a surprise. And then we went to this restaurant on the beach, I forgot the name of it, but I had a seafood boil for the first time ever. And it was quite the experience. I don't like to typically eat things with my hands. I don't know, it's like a weird thing of mine. I don't know, maybe I'm on the spectrum, but I do not like to touch my food with my hands. I need to eat it with a fork or a spoon, some kind of utensil. So this was a lot for me, but it's something that I've always wanted to do, so I did it. And the food was amazing. The shrimp was so good. The sauce was a little sweeter than we expected. The potatoes were good, corn was good. Crab legs, mine were like, I don't know, the meat was really good, but the shell was like bendy, so I couldn't crack them appropriately right, I guess, I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing, so my friend was helping me. He was like, yeah, yours are kind of bendy, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. I had a little bit of an issue with that, but the food was really good. And then I kind of got sad because this place is right on the beach, like on the sand. And we just don't have that in Miami. And that's something like I want. I want like chill places like this on the sand. And there's nothing on the sand here, you know? Kind of sucks. Anyways, we did that, and then we went back, and that evening went to the Tampa Bay Rays game, which I was so excited for because I love actually going to baseball games. And I've never been to a Rays game. Obviously, I've never been in St. Pete, but we had so much fun there. They won the game in the 9th inning on an error, and it was one of the most exciting games that I've been to in my life, to be honest with you. had so much fun. They gave out these bucket hats, which I was a little bit confused about because they're like a winter material. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely a winter material, and it's definitely summer in Florida. So I was a little bit confused. They look like the material for the dog van on Dumb and Dumber. That's all I can think of the whole time. And everyone in that stadium had them on, and I was like, this is interesting. Not very demure, but it was so much fun. And then speaking of the hat, we got back to the hotel bar after the game, and this boy was like, I want those hats, and we were both like, no, we're keeping them. And then he was like, I'll Venmo you $60. And I was like, I just got this hat for free as I walked into the stadium, so that's fine. So this boy literally Venmoed me $60 for this hat that I got for free. I was like, if you want it that bad, you can do it. That is totally fine. So he took the hat and I took the money. And then we stayed at the hotel bar again and had some drinks there. The next morning we both slept very late again. So we went to this little place that had breakfast very cheap, kind of in the ghetto, which I love. I love getting food in the ghetto. I think it is so good. This was it. I only got one picture of it. You can see the place in the background. So good. It was one of the best breakfasts that I've had in a long time, and now I really miss it. And that little bowl was only $4.50, which is so cheap. It used to apparently be $2, now it's $4.50. And then the next exciting part of my trip, so my friend had to go from St. Pete to Orlando, so I rode with him from St. Pete to Orlando and then took the Brightline from Orlando back to Miami. And if you didn't know, the Brightline is South Florida's mainly, but like it's expanding to like Central Florida and North Florida, but it's the high-speed train system. And so honestly, it was cheaper than flying, like quite a lot cheaper actually. And the time was a little bit weird. It takes about the same time, even though it's a high-speed train, it takes about the same time to get to Miami as if you drove a car. But I guess it's because it stops in West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, and then Aventura on the way down, so like you have a few stops to make, but it took about the same time. However, if you get a premium seat, I'm gonna include this little video that I made. Premium seat, you get the premium lounge at the station, which includes food and beverage. Wine and beer are included, liquor is not. However, when you get on the train, you also get complimentary food and beverages, and liquor is included. And when I tell you this server was like, typically there's a limit, but like you're fine, you're not gonna be crazy, and there's not a lot of people on this train. When I tell you he brought me like 7 Tito's and waters, when I got to Miami I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun. I never want to get off this train. Anyways, I had literally so much fun. That was my first experience on the Brightline, and I loved it. I would take that train daily just for fun, to be honest with you. You get some nice views on the way, but it mainly just follows like the highway down, but there's parts of it where it goes 125 miles an hour, so I'm confused about how it took the same amount of time in a car. I guess the stops, but like, it's a little confusing. That was all the footage I got from a very quick 2 days in St. Pete. This is not my typical vlog, I know, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. And sorry I did not post on Thursday. I post every Thursday, and this is gonna be posted hopefully on Sunday. But thank you all for watching it again. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anyone new from St. Pete, Tampa area, tell me what you thought. Tell me your recommendations, because I think we'll go back there soon. But yes, thank you all for watching. I will see you all soon. Love you.